What's going on, everyone? Tomorrow, of course, GTA the Trilogy Definitive Edition is going to be releasing, but today, if you're on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 and you play in the New Zealand time zone or the Australian time zone, then you should be able to play these GTA Trilogy remasters. The countdown timer on the PlayStation Store ended earlier for these time zones, so instead of releasing at 10 AM Eastern Standard Time for everyone, for people in those time zones, it released at around 6 AM Eastern Standard Time. And if you guys want to use the time converter, I'll leave a link down in the description. But before we get into the video though, if you guys don't want to miss any information regarding GTA the Trilogy the Definitive Edition, we're going to be uploading tons of content regarding it. We're going to be uploading comparisons, some new features, things you didn't know, and much more. And of course, also I'm going to be doing a playthrough in all 3 games starting tomorrow, and I will be streaming at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning if you guys would like to check out the stream. So if you guys don't want to miss any of that and much more, then make sure to be subscribed and have on post notifications. So we're going to be showing off some gameplay screenshots from all 3 games. I'm not going to be showing any gameplay footage because since I don't have a PS4 or PS5 and I'm not in those time zones, I don't have any gameplay and it's not my gameplay to share if I find it online or something like that. So we'll be looking at some gameplay screenshots from GTA Trilogy on Twitter and GTA Net from Twitter. So let's start off with the brand new gameplay screenshots from GTA Vice City. So first off, we have multiple new things in these screenshots. So starting off with the Whipmobile, it is brand new in these definitive editions. So as you guys can see, we have multiple different weapons such as the minigun, the fist, the sniper, the sawed-off shotgun, the AR, the MP, the revolver, the grenade, and also the chainsaw. And also under the weapon that you are on, you can see how much ammo it has, which is really nice. And it's also nice that Grove Street Games and Rockstar decided to put this new modern look to it, and I really like how they added some colors to these weapons. We also have the brand new minimap. Of course, it looks very similar to the classic GTA Trilogy minimaps, but it's a little bit different, and I like the way that they kind of add like a 3D look to it. It's not just full on flat, and I also like the new updated icons, and overall the minimap just looks really modern and fresh. And along with the brand new HUD up in the right corner, of course you can see the time, the money, your health, how many stars do you have, and also weapons. I really like the fact that Grove Street Games and Rockstar decided to keep it up there. It looks really nice, and honestly I really cannot wait to play. And then for the next screenshot, we then have GTA Vice City again, but this time we're going to be looking at the radio wheel. So as mentioned before, they did say that they're going to add a weapon and also radio wheels, and of course this is the radio wheel, and honestly in my opinion it looks really nice. It's a really nice and modern look to it, and it definitely is going to save a lot of time, and I'm guessing it's going to function just like how GTA 5's does. And moving on for this next screenshots, we have some more gameplay. So this is going to be Tommy on a bike, and of course the textures on the road, the sidewalks, the walls, the lights, the vehicle models, and much more looking really good. And of course at the bottom you can see the brand new waypoints that we can set, which of course now you're going to be having a waypoint line that you can follow, which is going to be extremely useful and really nice. And then for this next screenshot, we also get another look at GTA Vice City, and again with the textures and the lighting, the vegetation looks all really good. And I also noticed that the vehicle damage on the Sentinel and also the police car looks really realistic and nice, and just overall it looks really nice to see the draw distances improved, and overall just the textures and lighting improved in these GTA remasters. Now going over to San Andreas for this first gameplay screenshots, we have CJ of course on top of a roof with a parachute, and of course the first thing that's going to pop out to most people is the graphics and of course the draw distance. You can see how much farther you could look, and just more trees and vegetation is just throughout the world. The texture on the roof looks really good, and of course CJ's model, and then just overall easier to read more things throughout the world. You can see more textures on the houses, of course it's more easier to see the windows, and of course the lighting looks really good. Now for this next gameplay screenshots, we have a picture of the weapon wheel for GTA San Andreas the Definitive Edition, and if you guys did already know, it's going to be the same for all 3 games, so they're all going to have weapon wheels and they're going to look pretty similar. So this is the one for GTA San Andreas the Definitive Edition, and then also we get a shot at the map and also the pause menu for GTA San Andreas the Definitive Edition, and again all of them are going to be pretty similar. I'm really glad that Grove Street Games and Rockstar Games decided to update the pause menu and then just keep it the same. There's nothing wrong with the old classic menu, but just like a full like modern refresh was really nice and much appreciated. So of course we can see resume, map, game, brief, stats, options, and social club. So resume is going to put you back into the game, map is for the map, game I'm guessing is going to be for some of the game settings, briefs are going to be like helpful information, stats of course are going to be your stats such as like how many people you killed, how many missions you completed, how many vehicles you stolen, etc. And then the options of course is going to be like your settings, and then social club obviously it's going to be a social club, and you can probably check out some cool things over there, which is going to be really cool. And then we get a nice look at GTA San Andreas the Definitive Edition's map, and honestly it looks really cool. And again, Grove Street Games and Rockstar Games definitely did a great job with these GTA remasters. And then for this next gameplay screenshot, we then have another shot of CJ, and again just the graphics and the textures are looking really amazing in the shots. And then for GTA 3 the definitive edition, we also have some screenshots too. So for this first screenshots, we have Claude driving a truck, a Bobcat to be specific, and of course the graphics are looking amazing, and it's definitely more easier to read that sign that says Liberty City Police Department. We can also see some of the parallax 3D interiors over here on the right side, and of course we also get another look at the mini map and also the HUD. And then for this next shot, we have Claude running down the street, and for sure the road textures look really good, and again the signs on the buildings definitely are way more easier to read, along with just like the parallax 3D interiors on these buildings and the vehicle models too. And again, I'm really just loving the way that the mini map looks. And then for this next shot, we have Claude in the Kuruma, and again it looks really good. And it also seems like Grove Street Games and Rockstar Games decided to keep like the dark aspect or dark feeling in GTA 3, which is of course very much appreciated. And then for this next shot, we have this cutscene for GTA 3 when the car is on fire. For the fire, it looks really realistic, and also just like the sky in the background, how it's like blue and like grayish and black. It looks really nice and realistic, along with the buildings in the background and the street lights. And then for this screenshots, we have the game menu. So as you guys can see, we have the load game, the new game, and also delete game. And of course, this is where you're going to save your game, and also if you want to, you can start a new game. And there's also autosave, which is really nice. I was really hoping that Grove Street Games and Rockstar is going to add this. And we also have a screenshot of the mission failed screen, and it says mission failed, retry for last checkpoint. And of course you can click cancel or confirm, so this is going to be useful for some. And then we also have this screenshot, which is the wasted screen, which says mission failed, wasted. So of course this is a screen that you're going to get if you die and fail a mission. And by the way, for the mission failed screens and the main menu screen, it's going to be the same for all three of the GTA Trilogy remasters. So that's all the screenshots that I'm going to be sharing right now. If you guys want to check out official gameplay, I recommend looking on YouTube or on Google. Or if you don't want any spoilers and you just want to see it for like the first time, then I recommend just waiting until tomorrow, of course, and you'll be able to play at 10 AM Eastern Standard Time. Now, of course, if you do play on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, you can play today. But for the players on PC, Nintendo Switch, or Xbox, you're going to have to wait until tomorrow. And if you're on the Switch or the Xbox, I recommend preloading your games if you haven't already. Of course, for us PC players, you're going to have to wait until tomorrow to download them. But when it comes to the gameplay, for what I've seen, it looks amazing, and I honestly cannot wait to play. I did have high expectations, and of course they were delivered. So thank you to Grove Street Games and Rockstar Games for making these amazing GTA Trilogy remasters. And again, I really cannot wait to play tomorrow morning. That's all for this video though. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. And again, I will be streaming at 8:30 AM Eastern Standard Time for the launch of GTA the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. So if you guys want to check out the stream, I would really appreciate that. And I will be doing playthroughs on all three of the GTA Trilogy remasters, and of course much more videos regarding them, such as things you didn't know, features, comparisons, and much will be releasing here on the channel. So if you guys don't want to miss any of that, including much more, then make sure to be subscribed and have post notifications for you guys and never miss an upload. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.